Cleveland.com info that they sent. Anybody read that article? No? Cool. I didn't think you did. I thought it was funny, but here's what they said. 23 Trinity, Outlook. This is a team loaded with talent, but the key will be getting them to play together as a team. There are a handful of players on the roster who are used to being the star, and they may be asked to take a step out of the spotlight. Just how that is accepted will be a big determining factor in how far this team can go. The talent is there, the size is there, the depth is there. If McNamara can get them playing as a cohesive unit, big things could be in store for the Trojans.
So they could have said who was. They were sneak dissing.
Well, what was it?
Yes, they
Sneak
were.
dissing.
That's
Yes,
exactly
it
what they were
was. So I look at it this way, Nina, how do you take that statement?
I don't know. I'd be like some people have like, I don't know.
I'd be like,
I don't know. Like, I think it's like, there are people who've been here and then you bring in talent and
Right. There's people who've been here, there's people who are new to coming here, and there's people who've had existed roles, right? How can all that very good basketball players play together? For me, it's simple. I coach some of the best girls who come together in the spring, and they all got egos, their parents got egos, and they all come together and they got to play together, and we make it work every year. This is no different than that to me. The challenge is that's not a slip at me, that's a slip at you. They look at it and said, can your ego match with your ego, and can your ego get along with her ego, and can she get along with you? That's what that's all about. That has nothing to do with can you win, how you're going to win. That's it. You won't win unless that happens. So it has everything to do with you and not with can I manage. I can manage the egos. That doesn't bother me. I'm not worried about that part. The management of who plays and how we play is determined by what I want to do, and I don't care, as I told you a million times over, what your mom or dad think about it. It's my place. This is how we're going to operate it. This is the way it happens. It's going to live and die by what we do on the court. I don't have anything to do on the court. If you can't get along with her, and you can't be mature enough to play the ball the right way, and you want to steal the spotlight from her, and if you want to go home and you want to complain about what goes on here, and you want to do the same thing and bitch to your mom and dad in the car because it's not about, that don't work. Right? If we can keep what goes on here and away from the car rides and the dining room table, then we're going to be okay. The context was in the team. The talent is there, the depth is there, the size is there. Can you play together? Right? I've heard you say it, and I know I'm going to pick on you. I haven't scored, I'm going to get mine. Got to be on the court to get yours. The size is there, the talent is there, the depth is there. Maybe you want to get the court. Right?
He's talking about the old Trinity. If it's a shot at Coach, man, he's talking about the old. This is 2021 team now. Like he's talking about the old Jada, whatever you heard about Makai, the old Anna. No. This is the new team, and we got it together. And they don't know that. We got to show them.
Yeah. Hey, he gave us the respect of our team to put us in that ranking. Now, I found the words he used particularly interesting, but I got to be honest with you, he's not wrong.
Wrong.
Coach, do you think he's wrong?
no.
I think he's wrong.
100%.
I don't think he's wrong.
You think we can't work together as a team?
I don't. Oh, no, hold on. I don't know if you can work together as a team because we haven't proven it yet.
Well, if our name was put back, you'll see.
You would have seen it today, but
Look, and that's a great way to look at it as a challenge, right? I don't believe that we've proven we can. Do I think we can? Sure. He's not wrong.
You're supposed to say he's wrong.
Okay.
You're supposed to be like,
I'm supposed to do a lot of things, but that's just not the way I am. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm gonna tell
I
you the
don't
truth.
want you to lie.
I wouldn't
You're
lie.
supposed to say he's wrong.
Well, that's wrong. All right. So let's have a good practice. Obviously, we gotta get our legs back in shape. I can see just by warm-ups that some of us are dying. Some of us haven't gotten out and run. We haven't done much out there. 1, 2, 3. 11 man. 11 man. You don't need water. Go, 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 go.
So silly, like.
11 man.
Run, gotta fill that lane, Michaela. Gotta fill the lane.
What is it about Trinity basketball that makes it different than other programs?
The unique opportunity that we have to kind of start at the bottom and work our way up. We're a group of young women who not only just want to play the game, but we want to win and we want to be the best. And we want to succeed and have a good season and do everything right. So it's that kind of attitude and mentality that we have in practice that trickles over into the games and through all our teammates and things like that.
Coach Mack says you're the greatest leader he's ever coached. What do you think as a leader makes him feel that way about you?
I think leading by example, definitely. I always have to be on, so people are always watching. There's underclassmen who are coming in not knowing what to do. They're always watching, so it's a big lead by example kind of thing. So, you know, in practice, when people maybe are kind of grumbling about a drill or if we have to run, I have to be there not only as a senior, but also as a senior captain to kind of motivate and encourage and be like, hey, this is why we're here. We're here to get better, and this is what's going to get us better. And I think holding myself to a higher standard than I probably would other people, just because I know I can do that. I can hold myself to such a high standard that it's going to continue to make me better, and then my attitude is going to be better, and it's going to flow to everybody else on the team. And being able to hold myself accountable, I think, is a really big part of it. So being able to be like, hey, I'm going to get ready for the game. I'm going to be in here doing my homework between so that I don't have to do it after, you know, being a good student athlete. And just being there and doing that by example, and other girls are going to see that and follow that. And, you know, it's great to kind of be here to tell them, you know, what to do and stuff like that. But it's even better to be the good example. When I step onto the court, nothing else really matters. So whether I had a bad day at school, coming into practice, it's been a long day, I didn't get enough sleep last night, anything like that, when I'm on the court, it's just nothing else matters. So it's just basketball. It's just pushing myself, getting better, holding my teammates accountable, getting them better, wanting to be better, and be in the gym day in and day out.
What is it about the girls basketball team here at Trinity that has helped make the transformation from a losing program to now ranked number 3 in the state?
I think a big part of it starts from the coaches. So Coach Mack, you know, he came in however many years back, and he wanted to build a program. That was one of his goals. And so he works effortlessly and tirelessly, and, you know, getting girls in here, getting us excited, doing pictures with us, you know, it's just really great. And so that attitude and mentality to want to be here and build the program up really goes through our whole coaching staff. And then into the seniors, I know me and my fellow seniors on the team, we want this to be a good year. We have the attitude that we want to be here and we want to get better. I feel like it's been that the past 3 years that we were here as well. And so we act a certain way and we set a certain tone, and then other girls see it and they are seeing us want to be better, and they're like, oh, we want to be better too. It's really good coming from the coaching staff, and then it just trickles down into everybody else. We're not going to be good if we only have 5 good girls, good players. You know, we need to have the depth. We need to be able to put any 5 out of the 10 or 11 and be able to go the same way as if it were a starting 5 who've been playing since freshman year. So it's kind of, you know, in my mind, that's what I'm thinking. I need to be able to have even the newest girl be able to play up to our standards and be as good as us.
What is the main goal this year?
Win it all. I want my last game of the season to be a win, because that means that we got to the state game, that last game where you either win it all or you don't win it all. And so if our last game is a win, that means we got through everything else. And we went as far as we could. And as a senior, I mean, it's my last year, that's all I can ask for. And if we come in and we win that last game, that means we will have achieved all of our other goals, because we would have played hard, left it all on the court. You know, it's just 100% effort day in and day out.
Today earlier, Coach Mack spoke about playing together, unity, culture. What does that mean to you?
We need to not be 10 or 11 individuals playing on the court. We need to work as one unit on the court. We need to have everybody involved. It's not just 5 girls on the court. It's the 10 or 11 all at a time. Yeah, there's 5 girls on the court at a time, but everyone else is on the bench. You know, we need to motivate from the bench. We need to be excited, you know, jump off our seats when something good happens, you know, celebrate those things. Keep the energy up, because that's what's going to keep us going through the game.
We've had the Basketball Coaches Award 3 times. Why is that?
Everybody on the team has a role. I'm not the most skilled basketball player, but I think we all have our roles. So I have a loud voice. I'm always cheering. You'll definitely hear me on the sidelines cheering. I'll be the first person to hype someone up. That's just who I am. I'm always like excited for other people. I'm not just excited for myself. Even if I'm not the best, if I can't get a drill, I think I'm always putting in all my effort. I give it my all. I put everything into what I do. That's who I want to be. I want to make other people feel good about themselves. So I mean, just that people see that I'm doing that is kind of a big deal. Because that's how my parents raised me too.
Yeah?
Yeah.
How is the girls' basketball team here at Trinity different than the other sports that you play?
I think during soccer and softball, we're a team. But here at basketball, girls basketball, we're like a family. I can talk to the girls about like anything. My best friends are on this team. I have Katie, Nina, Anna, and then Jada's a senior as well. She was new last year, but like honestly, you wouldn't even tell that these people are new because they fit in as soon as they show up. I just think we have a great bond with each other.
Describe your relationship with Coach Mack.
Coach Mack. Me and Coach Mack have a good relationship. One day he can be yelling at me, the next day we're best friends. He's not just a coach, he's definitely a friend, person who I can go to. I consider him part of my family too. We're all family, he's there. He's not just here for basketball, he's definitely supported me at my softball and soccer games. I think he's just someone who I can go to if I ever need anything. So I think we have a good relationship, and definitely glad that he's here.
How's that feel when he's yelling at you?
It definitely makes me feel bad. I know that he's doing it because he wants to make me better. That's how I take it. He definitely says if he's not yelling at you or pushing you, then it's just like a sign that he doesn't care. So to have him yelling at me, I take it. It's good.
What does it mean to you to play for Trinity High School?
I think it's definitely a big deal because it's not just representing myself, not just representing my last name, it's representing the whole school, the whole community. And I think it's a big deal because not a lot of teenagers, I think, get the chance to play for their high school and represent their team and like the school. So being able to be out there, wear the jersey, supporting the school is a big opportunity, a big deal.
You guys are no longer a secret. You guys are ranked. Will this team be ready for all the hype and to meet all your goals?
If we practice how we were practicing before this break, I think we'll be set. We all have the same goal. We all know what we want and know what we need to do to get to this goal. We're definitely in a good conference, and we definitely have Independence circled because we want to beat Independence. So that's definitely one of our huge goals. We also want to make it to states. States would be really cool. Or just winning the conference would be a big deal too. But yeah, we are definitely known, and I think we're going to be good this year. We'll definitely be able to make our name for ourselves.
Do you expect the headlines and the press clippings now, or do you think you need to earn it?
We definitely need to earn it. As Coach Mack was saying with that, like the Ohio Sports, that what they wrote for us, how there's a bunch of star players and like they all have like their spotlight. Like, I think there's definitely girls who have the spotlight, but we do need to work together as a team more. I think we're doing a good job. We just need to put everything together that we're learning, but we need to live up to it.
There's a difference between confidence and arrogance.
Mm-hmm.
How do you be confident without being arrogant?
We just need to go out with what we know we're capable of doing. It doesn't mean that we have to be cocky, but just go out and do what we know what to do. Perform like we know how to. We can't take criticism the wrong way. There's always going to be negative people who want to bring you down, but you just gotta overcome that. Go out on the court and show them, put it on the court. Yeah.
And that's your way of telling them, hey, you're wrong?
Yeah, you just gotta prove them wrong. Show them your skills. Don't listen to what they have to say.
What is your thoughts, your worries, your anxiety, anything about what's going on in the world and how it could affect your senior year?
The big part is I just want to play. I just want to have a season. And yeah, it's going to look different this year. It already has, having the season get pushed back. Our program was suspended for 2 weeks. How we come back after those breaks, working hard, we need to hold ourselves accountable through the 14 days or however long it is to continue getting better on our own, stay in shape, run, do something to not go back 2 steps after we've gone forward 1. It's going to be how we come back after that break and how we get right back into it, and we're up and down the court and ball handling and all that stuff. We're going to do our best. We're going to wear masks, keep each other safe, be smart. I mean, it's just how we have to do things now.
Last year's season got cut short, the state tournament for girls and regional for boys. If that happened your senior year, what would be the emotions that would come out?
I would say definitely some anger, sadness, just the build up the last 3 years, everybody's always like, yeah, high school is great, the best 4 years of your life, you play sports your senior year, that's what every athlete wants, is to go all 4 years and play and be able to excel and all that stuff. And so I think if it got cut short, I would be upset, definitely, but I can't hold on to that. I'm going forward, looking to play college basketball. And so, yeah, maybe I won't get the senior season that I wanted, but I played hard all the other years. So, I know that I left leaving my all on the court. And, I think that's one of the only things that you can really ask for, is just to come in day out, leave 110% on the court, and you're good to go.
If everybody does what they're supposed to, and we get control of the world, and it goes to your ultimate goal, what would that mean in your eyes?
That would be amazing. I mean, that's what I want. That's what I'm dreaming of. That's what I'm picturing in my head. Us, the last game, winning it all the preparation and hard work that we've put in, all the sweat, all the long days, early mornings, all that stuff will have paid off. And just to be able to be in that moment, I don't even think I could describe it.
We're living in crazy times.
Yes, we are.
And things change every day. If by chance something took away your senior season, how would that feel?
I'd definitely be really upset because, it's my 4th year. I'm a senior. I've been looking forward to this, and this is definitely the best group of girls that we've had. And we can go somewhere this year, so it would be pretty upsetting to get that taken away from us. And it's the last time to play with a group of girls, so it'll be pretty upsetting. But fingers crossed, hoping everything's okay.
Okay, put a positive spin on it. Say everybody does what they need.
Mm-hmm.
We get a hold of this, and all is right again, and some of your loftiest goals come true. How would that feel?
It'd be pretty exciting. I've never gotten cut down a net in my years at Trinity. I think the year before us, or 2 years before I came, I think we cut down a net, and my friends have talked about it. I think it would be so exciting to actually have that opportunity to do that. And just I can picture us celebrating together, and I just know how hype we would be if we actually win a big, it would be such a big deal for us. It would be really exciting.
Look, I get it, man. 18 days and we haven't had practice. I get it. Excuse isn't an effort, right? It has to be a way that you live. You can't say, oh, I'm dragging my shorts, I'm tired, what? Okay. Doesn't have to be that way. You chose not to do anything over 18 days, some of you. Now we're going to pay for it because we're trying to run drills. We can't even run them the right way because we're tired. We expect our JV players to play as fast as we do, then we must kind of continue to push that. Don't overthink it. It's day 1 of practice. It's just the way we're looking at it. This is October 25th. We just went backwards. It's all we've done. So here we are, November 30th, and it's really day 1. So the way we felt not ready to go day 1 is the way we are today. Got to have a little bit better every day. Don't overthink it. change the way you are in your approach and accept what it is to come, right? Things will work out. You know, we're missing 5 girls today. Hopefully we start to get them back soon. Goes back to the same thing about COVID. If you don't feel well, don't come. Don't come to practice because you're tired and you don't want to run. Miss practice because you don't feel well. Or your mom and dad don't feel well. Somebody in your home, don't risk it. You say, oh, she just got a cold. Don't risk it. Stay home. You don't all want to sit out because you said, well, we thought she just did. Well, don't think. Stay home. I don't mean that in a bad way. I'm not going to yell at you because Court calls me up and says, look, my mom don't want me to come to vote. Okay. We can control what we can control. Nothing else, nothing less. It's the way we are. Today was great, right? We got back in the gym. It's wonderful to see everybody. I've missed you all so much. I really mean that. It's exciting to think that at least we know on the horizon we do have some things coming out with some vaccines and some promise to the future that we are going to return to normalcy. So it is going to happen. Even if they said you got 2 more weeks off, that would be cool. Because we're not going to cancel, right? If we're in February and we got to cancel practice, we're in trouble. We're in November. We're going into December. It's not a big deal. It's not what we want, but it's what we'll take, right? We're building something very special and important here. We need to come in every day ready to get 1%, 2% better than we were yesterday. That's all I'm asking. So if today you struggle with getting up and down, be better tomorrow. The shots will fall, the timing will fall, it'll follow. We'll all be great. Anna, you got anything?
Keep coming, keep showing up.
Yep. Kate?
Good job today, guys.
Good job today. Great way to do it.
Yeah.
Good work. 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.